All right, welcome back. We continue. Join us tonight after the late news on KDKA for the Mike Tomlin Show presented by 84 Lumber. We get into what happened last week and also what could happen tomorrow against Kansas City. Join me, Missy Matthews, and head coach Mike Tomlin for a 30-minute special on the Steelers getting set for the Kansas City Chiefs. Let's go out to line 5. That's Wayne in Pittsburgh. Hey, Wayne, how you doing?
Hey, Bob. How are you?
All right, what's up?
Hey, a couple things. I think the Penguins are playing Penguin hockey. We're going to get where we belong. I think Malkin's, I don't know what Malkin's doing. Every time I see him with the puck, he's giving it up, he's throwing it away.
Yeah, that led to a goal.
I want to get your comments on that. And then the last thing is, when do you think you can start announcing the Penguin games? Because I think you'd do a good job.
Well, they have competent guys there, 2 young kids coming up, along with, of course, Mike Lang and Paul Steigerwald, who's done yeoman's job for years. So I'd love to do that one day, but I don't see that in the future here, although that would be fun. That's a fun game to commentate on, given how they play especially. But I think, you know, with regard to Malkin, he is he's one of those guys, you know, he away. Tonight he was a little sloppy with it. He recently said that he's not playing the way he wants to. He will change that. It's early in the season. He's too dynamic not to. I'm not worried about that. A longer-term issue would be Patrick Hornquist, who once again is one of the more unique players that you're going to find in the NHL. A lot of guys try to go to the net. Not many go there the way he's capable of going there. He is a disturber. He's a gravedigger out there. He is always a coal miner, whatever you want to call him. And he's out there looking for pucks in that blue paint. He'll take a beating. He got the game winner in the Stanley Cup last year by doing that same thing. He got a goal tonight. He got a goalie interference call, and he got his money's worth on that. It was a legitimate call. He ran in right over James Reimer. So I wonder how much money it will cost to keep him, because he's at the end of a deal. And I know Jim Rutherford likes him a lot. He traded for him after all. But they also have other salary cap needs, so it will be interesting to see how that plays out. But he is a guy who any champion would love to have. Betty in Bridgeville joins us right now on the Sports Call. Hey, Betty.
Hello.
Hi, Betty. Go ahead.
Is he ready for me?
Yes, I'm ready for you, Betty.
Oh, okay. I just wanted to comment you. I want to comment you on your beautiful suit you wear.
Thank you. That's Heinz Healy Gentleman's store here in Pittsburgh, and my wife, too. If people say, where do you get your clothes? I say, off the bed.
I heard your wife does all your shopping. Is that true?
She does everything. I'm just...
What about your new suit from Chaussure Masseurs? What color is it going to be?
That's like a plaid. But you're really interested in the suits. I appreciate that. I'll tell my...
Hey, you really do wear sharp-looking clothes.
Thank you, Betty.
Your wife's doing a beautiful job.
I appreciate it, and I'll tell her. She will appreciate that. Let's go to Derek. Hey, Derek, how you doing?
Hi, Bob. Hey, on the Penguins, last year they had speed. This year they don't have speed.
Yes, they do. They have a lot of speed. Yes, they do.
Well, they do now, but last year it was kind of sloppy, and you know when they did the foot away, they come back up and they.
I think if you look at their whole team, Derek, and thanks, always appreciate your call. Sheary's fast, Rust is fast. I think Kessel, when he turns it on, is fast, but nobody's faster than Carl Hagelin. Even though he hasn't scored a lot, he can change a game by his speed, and he did tonight with a power play that he created with just unbelievable speed from the neutral zone to the net. He had to be dragged down, and that's what he does. It would be nice to get him back on the score sheet on a regular basis, and I think that will come in time. But they have a lot of fast guys on that team. Their defensive guys can move, too. So I think they're still one of the faster teams in the NHL. All right, Alan in Monroeville, line 3, you're next. What's up, Alan?
Yeah, hi, Bob. Very nice to speak to you.
You too.
Yeah, I was very angry with Narduzzi's when he took out Danucci. I thought Danucci did a terrific job, and he was handling the team, and he was managing the team, and he wasn't perfect, but he sure was. And totally demoralizing to the kid. And the guy, when Pitt hired him, his main thing was to spark the team, and the other thing was he's supposed to be a defensive-minded guy.
Well,
so we have the worst defense, and he totally is demoralizing the team with his moves. And there was absolutely no reason to put that red-shirted kid in there.
I will agree with that. I didn't see that coming. I didn't see it was necessary. When he did show up, I was a little surprised by that. As far as defense, yeah, I mean, his calling card was as a defensive coordinator, and he is playing a style of football that he needs more athletes, and he needs guys who can cover better too, and he hasn't had that. So, you know, this, we'll see. They got it'll be year 4 next year. They got more recruits coming in. They're young on defense. Hopefully, another year under their belts, and they'll be a lot better. I think they will be. But certainly, this has been highly disappointing. 2-5. I don't think a lot of people saw that. And their bowl season potentially could be over here before it ever gets to 6 wins. It's not going to be easy for Pitt moving forward. We'll take a break, come back with more right after this on Pittsburgh CW.